that franchise will have something really cool and fun in it. Also, Nightmare on Elm Street was the first horror movie I ever saw. So yeah, you can consider me a fan. Lately, I've become kind of obsessed with all the bonus Elm Street material out there.
Please do not offer me anything, Pumpkin Spice. I'm not one of them. Okay, more for me, I guess. You go to bars and have men buy you drinks. I go to bars and men fear me. We are not the same. That much is obvious. My Jeep might be a pavement princess, but at least I don't have a basic white one. What? What do you mean? If they also have a Jeep that's 14 feet off the ground that you have to climb into with a ladder, it would be bait. If it were white, I'm confused. Not like other moms. Moms who show up at their kid's game with no sunglasses, takes off her shoes to ground and sips on electrolyte water instead of wine. Yeah.
Interesting enough.
Someone's at the door. Why is closed?
I understand. Take care, my friend.
There's nobody here by that name now. Good.
Wait. I told this place. They had an approval.
The year was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing
Hello and welcome to Williams Games. This is Deus Ex Machina. Is it Machina? I think it's called Mankind Divided, but Machina is kind of hard to put into the description of the game. You know what I'm saying?
My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Ops mercenaries stormed into Sarah's headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. Tried to stop them. Their leader tossed me to a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullet slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarah's money could buy. Took me half a year to get a feel for her. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarah Industries was attacked again. This time by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claim to be members of Humanity First, a non-profit organization born of the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarah's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarah sent me to retreat. And when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The Aug killed himself before I could question him. Sarah ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarah's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the Aug's access from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Ops mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. It wasn't so easy for them this time. I Took up a tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarah Street's ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on her side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract with the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the Yog and Sarah's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman firing him. Zhao Yuru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Ops mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Sarah Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her four best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit me work, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Seraph had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPOs were being broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao sent a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, and turned those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' first lady of news. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she'd just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Ops mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The mercs were led by an augmented killer I crossed paths with twice before, Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down, and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's first lady of news wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Seraph if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities. The UN was being urged to intervene. Seraph was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor turned philanthropist who had once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Seraph had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Seraph Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Seraph, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPOs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace wave signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates, seconds after entering anxious airspace. Malik's pilot skill saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into the lower shot. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm of a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Seraph's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. We were sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base near South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners and using them to perfect the High Road Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. A little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Seraph had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentation would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time will give us the answers. I once thought I could save the world. look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed. When an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew.
That scene's so funny.
Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks from the Og incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a cyclic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hanson. Are you?
Well, if I do create, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Hey, Johnson. I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good. Because you are the only augmented operative on this team. And I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm barreling down our ass and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Beltow, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
But he's come out of hiding.
That cannot be good. It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is a run scene. The undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his home. Best you see the Pole's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the line.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts their party. This thing's coming really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel. It's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrials. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got worse real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Doctor?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main entry. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
We've got to go see him. Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is done.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, but if anything does happen to it, you'll be telling his wife. After you get out of the hospital, of course.
What about range? There's lots of white spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice or anything. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said that you're using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communication. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? There's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, our number one priority is keeping the gin out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your heavy thoughts, Jensen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Task Force Action. This is Knife Leader. Engage thrust drives and descend at Angels 1-5.
Team leader, this is Jensen.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block us at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
That's really good.
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Gin have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
Should enjoy McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
To my knowledge, this movie has taken place right after the Second World War. This woman describes air raids that destroyed this place, so I don't think this was Godzilla's doing.
Hey, I guess it's
Impossible. He's a game developer. Not all wish make applications in extreme pipe it's the pioneer top. You grab a drink someday at the best bar you know in Sweden. I would, but I can't because I don't want to. You know what Fortnite compatibility is? I have Rob's thoughts in the Japanese GD community. Very talented. Fun to see you all in the same picture. Rob Top has been promoted to admin. Even I thought would be a bad idea. But I really should consider it. Finally, for the next thing, our battle will be over. It's done. Thank you for subscribing, Rob Top. Subscribe to the alert for $5 to month. Thank you for subscribing to No Fans. Let's see both by 10,000 agenda. Special fucking triggers me so much. Sorry, you are right. After a lot of hard work, I managed to fix your awful circle. I've been playing Junkie that for 3 years now. It's still coming in stereo madness. Maybe it's time to Fortnite, hey Robson Games, you're in big trouble in this game. You're in trouble when you realize this is a ratio. Hey Robson Games, can you please check the support emails? I sent you an email about my account. Please help. Sure thing. Should be easy to find your emails. 400,000 emails. Hey Rob, what's up with the swing cop portal thing? I think it could be solved. I'm not sure. What is solved on? It's all confused. Sent to Robson Games. The message was, put them on. And why are you the way that you are? Yo, Robtop Games, I challenge you to do this. What's going on? He's getting interested. Bro, it's stuck on level 1. Maybe you got hooked on Human 2 Dash and they're even playing in the game. It's you, Robtop Games, me, outside, around people, preposterous. You beat dogs, fucking them. People who beat Human 2 Dash without me. This game is straight. Nothing to do with straight. Alright, I'm by yourself. Server's down. So, I died twice a week. How did you in Spanish? Top verified, let's go! It's not verified, we can't trust it. How are you with the road of questions and better electrons? I have officially wasted 1,000 pounds on $1 a month. Your fault. At least you didn't spend money on Robux to buy a random hat. What if instead of always being stop to try to be nice? This would show the friend I'm in love with you. I don't like to feel good. I like to feel me. Rock top, you can find panic badges. Better and bad, verified. Yes, I was thinking of something like 100 days in a row in a daily chat to get the Virgin badge. Geometry Dash servers are down. We'll be back in a few hours. In 1 second, until I start to question my decision. Bro, I can't Geometry Dash servers. Profit without them. I'm joining Feral. Please come back up. I can't take it.
It's quite nice. It's something to try and do the light. It's on my hands. Like, it's nice friendly levels. It's so crazy. We made you a custom variable profile. And the icon of derivative made by Windows. It's pretty funny, not gonna lie. Fun fact, if you enter the editor a long time, the game will start to like more and more. It's so bad that I run stereo madness under 30 FPS. Rob Top is a new white apologize to her. My gym shooter players always need to take with hipsters, but why I'm surprised that someone your age manages to figure out how to join the Discord stuff. After joining the GD Discord, I wish I had to give us out clear on what things. The geometry dash, that would be so cool. Even if I did, I'm pretty sure you would be able to unlock it. Besides, everything just gets super easy to abandon.
Trace program initiated.
Come to this. Later. Any thoughts on that, Mike? Hey everyone, progress update. All levels of nature bug mixing it up. What rock games running all like this?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Oh god, please, no. The game is the best this time. That's different.
Access granted.
Right here in my yeah. I know this makes me the stuff. I'm doing this actions. So working on makes your big muscles and playing geometry dash makes your fingers very strong. So he's saying you cannot unsubscribe from I think we lost this. How chip verify now? Does that mean he lost in some of these cards? Still can't be stereo madness. Hey Rob Tom, what do you think about this? 1 star. My 6-year-old daughter recently downloaded this game and it was extremely irritating. The music is making me feel kind of hot as a Satan worshipper. God, I think that's so much the hands and she lived in right now because she's the person that took before. She were a rocking teacher today and was playing the capitalism on it. She said it was a hand box. All because of this kind of game. Pray that she will be like the Lord. I would like to do it and see if you all kind of that. All the way up to the truck. Swing 2 plus in money to the term. Rob Tom, watch out bro, with options. When you believe me, I have a program that can ruin my life. Make every level too hard. That's a new installer. Maybe even more. Or they want to. Hello. Perfect. Set it differently. Start. I'm gonna do it. Yes, if you want to do the they wrote like private selection. I did it for 3 years and look at the 6 generates of fucking strategy studies. Wow. And I think even though it's hard, okay, we can come up with a hard level. I'd like to find out. I'd like to hi, I'd like to get design. Witness stuff better than the scene. You see a dog, I see a film. You know, I'm saying, yo, what is wrong with is he made it not simple work. It's the way the majority of his ladies to retain clubs and regards to pictures to get a that's an untouchable to the grandpa. Anyway, it's a bug that you probably should fix. Given the bug I can see it here, not really. Yeah, so I can get some sweet money on games. Are you real, or are you just a robot sticking random things on Twitter? That GPUs and wrong tweets.
The video is written technical service segment. Entering a octagon around John. Right? I can't look. Legendary. Yes, standard person. I love that skill. It's not really doesn't actually play with. I'm ready to look at this is the word. Oh, how many more? Why you mean say it's very difficult when everyone asks you don't fight? It's not really geometry that I looked up. I don't know. Very difficult game. Today is the day. I'm going to go to the ball. The evening. I have one job. I received, yeah, you received. I didn't even do that yet. Is that a more popular game than Minecraft? CP programming.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving.
When my daily chest opens, my comment is hacked, so you can't like it. Then why does it have 15,445 likes? Ooh, I stepped in poop. Mac packs. Buy mobile to play Geometry Dash. Buy a screen to play 144 Hz. Buy GeForce 10. Okay, this is from 2017. That was a statistic about players on Samsung phones. 3 years ago, there were 900,000. Now around 10 to 15 too. Google trolling you. You're unable to view this post. Why would you say something so controversial yet so? I wonder what they said. The new iOrb screen has been leaked from the GD Lite 2.2 update. Care to explain? Your views mean nothing. What makes you cheer? Feeling when a top secret project you've been waiting on for 2+ years finally gets announced. Gets 500,000 views in 20 minutes. What is happening? Give this man some love, but ratio. Yeah, give him love, but not enough love, so we ratio him. Was it a pizza place earlier? 10 kids were playing GD next to me. Sneak 100. See, if I was Rocktop Games, I would want to go up to the kid and say, hey, I actually made this game, but it kind of seems weird, no? But that would probably make their day. Fake spikes are fake. No need to thank me. What a great tip. Other game players. This game is dying. No, you can't say that. Geometry Dash players. This game is dying. We know. Geometry Dash has been doing better than ever on this game. What do you mean? Update is taking too long, but yeah, we are doing alright. Actually, let me check what it is right now. 14,000! 15! This game is not dead at all! After all these years, it finally happened. Man, I miss this game. I need to start playing it again. Man only had 4 moves. Acting like a gangster. Partying with the boys. Simping pain. Dying at 91%. Rob Top, how you can make joke for people and laughing, meanwhile you commit crime. You are commit crime. Thrive for Zenistakba. That. Zenthik Alpha. We are need justice. Godzilla had a stroke trying to read this and died. Me beating a level in a gauntlet. Me realizing what the next level is. If you're ever feeling useless, just remember that this exists. Some famous servers. Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Geometry Dash. 1 star. Too many triple. I hate this game. It shoves triple triangles down your throat and just rolls with it. Review would be better with less triple triangles. Rob Top. This game level can't be featured. But I'm a famous creator. Rob Top. Understandable. Have a great day. Geometry Dash music. Kahoot music. Geometry Dash update. 2.2 sneak peek. It's been 84 years. Geometry Dash composes in the studio, making the best music that I will only hit the first few seconds because I keep dying listening to Minecraft music. What? Minecraft music is good. Fan made Among Us song. Wait, who made this? Geometry Dash music. If you play Geometry Dash and still haven't done the deed, you missed the entire point of the game. Terraria bosses, Minecraft bosses, Geometry Dash bosses. Epic, and I'm not going to heaven. The Geometry Dash servers and the Among Us servers. You and I aren't so different after all. You can't defeat me. Enter password. Geometry Dash player. I know, but he can. Creators, when they have made a bad level, so they just spam glow everywhere. Why do I fix everything I touch? Me before eating. Me after 1 bite. Me beats demon level. Me says GG in the comments. Jealous little kids. FNF and Geometry Dash's relationship. Better than Geometry Dash. Fight me, Rock Top. Better than Friday Night Funkin'. Fight me, Ninja Muppets. Finish a demon level. Finish a hard level. Finish Stereo Madness. Finish a level. Doctor. You have 10 hours of life left. Me forever bound. Stereo Madness Geometry Dash 10 hours. Serious question. What would you guys do if you had 10 hours left to live? Where is the best place to get a pirated version of your game? Much appreciated. Mr. Editor, where is this place?
It's big and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual? I can.
Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. So those knobs are actually zoom lenses. I'm pretty sure. Headshot. Should have done lethal. Oh, I totally missed it. Headshot. There's one more over there somewhere.
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again.
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with 3 minutes shoot.
Gotta make that recharge. I see. You missed. That was a direct shot, but it's not taking him down. No. The other one's still up there. Why do that? Inventory. Let's try that. Actually, let's try this one instead. Nice. Do I have to wait till this one clears? There's more than meets the eye.
down to water. He can even withstand magical energy blasts from a witch. However, enough damage can start to tear up his body. But within a stage of generation, they won't stop it. We've seen him lose body parts, sometimes on purpose, and they're back moments later. He was completely blasted apart. He only had pair of legs behind, and he came back in seconds. He was followed in an explosion that destroyed a house. And yet, he regenerated off screen and was back the next day. The leprechaun also has the option to grow new mini leprechauns from his destroyed body. And, if he feels like it, instead of regenerating the normal way, he can send his soul into your dick hole and burst out there in a new body.
Always wear a permanent.
Jesus Christ. The leprechaun can cast fire, make electricity
my favorite charge.
literally blow your mind. We saw him turn Metalhead against his allies, and he turned 3 women to his backup dancers when he was doing a rap number in the building. Yes, Leprechaun went to the hood, and it was so nice he went for seconds, then back to the hood. These movies are fucking crazy. Love it can transform your body into money. This is a good enough pun. You can raise skeletons
There we go.
create a force field that essentially
All over.
and he can summon practically anything he can think of. Whether it's a handcuff, a robot woman who's after death, mostly
Jensen,
done.
what's your 20?
Working my way through the
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Or it can become his knife, or it can become a lightsaber. Leprechaun in space, everyone. He also has a futuristic gun in this movie. He has a magical flip dome, so anyone who hears it can dance, with the exception of being the leprechaun himself. And more basically, he has a parrot for castration purposes, a bear trap for catching people, a chainsaw for magic stretching on horribly long, and a drone that he can use to fly around with. We also mentioned before that he has a sword, and it's actually enchanted, particularly useful on magical foes. And he's no stranger to wielding this weapon, and he's been fighting to protect his gold for over 2,000 years, and has done battle with many clericons, and won every single time, despite them outnumbering him. It helps that this noble warrior is generally pretty clever. He manipulated Maury's greed so that he would be set free, manipulated the girl into betraying her friends for her own safety, but found a loophole to let him kill her as well. And he's apparently a master chemist, as he was able to make a concoction that turned a doctor into this. He also speaks to a hospital in a doctor disguise, and I just love it with Leprechaun wears little costumes. It almost makes you forget that he's a brutal savage who will pogo on your lungs and laugh until you die. But, despite being a slimy, greasy little monster, Leprechaun can be reasonable. If you were to simply give him his gold back, he would leave you alone, as long as there isn't a shilling there. Fine. We've also seen him be pretty chill with other people, make friends by spontaneity, and infamously confronting this fucking guy from the comic book, whose only role was to dish out some of the worst jokes I have ever read in a comic. I hate this guy. What does the Leprechaun see in him? Does he hope that by being near someone who tells horrible jokes that his corny jokes will be funnier? What? If you're wondering why he cares so deeply about his gold, what does he mean he can love us? It's because that gold is the source of all magic. In fact, what is the point from the pot?
What does that even do?
It made Loretta desirable. It turned Fazio to the greatest magician in the world. And yet, if you were to try and use this magic against the Leprechaun, you would be shit out of luck. It's also even self-play. Even the self-gold so it's like to sort out. However, this pot of gold may also be the Leprechaun. He is relying on this gold.
I'm out of bounds now.
Losing his power, the entire stock is gone. And if his gold is entirely destroyed, he'll be destroyed with it. And his regenerative abilities won't work anymore. His powers can also be fucked with if you manage to get him drunk, which will make him much clumsier. He also absolutely has to shine any dirty shoes he sees. Calling back to the Leprechaun's origins as a shoemaker. Though apparently the exceptions are Crocs. That will show him, Leprechaun. Where was this movie written? Raw iron can also severely burn him. or really just any iron seems to function. An iron necklace for some alive, and surrounding him with iron objects pretty much traps the son of a bitch. He'll even die to impale him upon him. But his greatest weakness comes in the form of four-leaf clovers. Just the idea one of these bad boys will make him cower in fear. If one is simply placed on a crate even, he'll be trapped forever. Weapons infused with clovers are especially deadly.
Nice.
And if you manage to make him ingest a clover, he's done. Once again, causing him to lose generative abilities to make
There's somebody over here.
However, none of these methods has ever managed to kill the leprechaun for good. Even when he was blown to bits after that four-leaf clover incident, his soul was better to kill the well than waiting for some instant. Because as long as there's a single business not going out there to work, they'll always try to wait for seconds. Just a week. So, whether you're expert or the depth of understanding you, so what's the problem for you? It is. It's my warning. Listen to what you've been told. Stay fire. And use their mystical powers to protect the Earth from evil. 1/7 millennia, the sun aligns with the moon. These guardians
There you go.
secret prevent the birth of Satan, God. But, the word successful in their efforts, Christians believe their offenses to vanish with Christians. Kill many of the good with just nearly the name of the world. The root stones were soon scattered, and so, the next time Satan was ready to bring his son into the world, no one could stop it. And so it was that Philip Covington, the one who got inside, and Lucifer's most loyal ally, was born into this earth. He had only one goal: bring about the end of civilization as we know it. Luckily, he was a natural of witchcraft, quickly became the most powerful warlock the world had ever known. The warlock has found their powerful magic to blast enemies away with you, and you can even jam that energy down your throat and choke you. He also has powerful telekinetic abilities, allowing you to fling objects at you, shoot telekinetic bullets and blast holes in your body, make you use your own weapon against you, and you can even lift cars. Being the son of Satan has granted the warlock incredible powers. He can casually bust down doors, scalp them just by putting at her head, and with a simple flick, he can blast a whole band of hoops from a bookstore. He can push heavy rocks hard. And you compare to Sam, who proceeds to shatter that huge rock. The warlock is also quick enough to dodge objects thrown hit by Redford, and he was able to stop 3 bullets before they reached him. And, after bringing a flying potion, he gained the ability to zoom around with his trail of speed. Going well over 100 miles per hour, he's incredibly hard to kill as well. He can stab, hail, and blast him with a shotgun, and yet he's able to regenerate his body from all of it. So,
Listen up, everyone. James hacked into the Jin's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Sing any second.
Willpower to keep going just a little
الراجل اللي هيبقى علينا الحاجات جايه كمان شويه. روح قول لبقيه الناس ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
According to the warlock himself, witches will reincarnate into their previous selves after they die, retaining all of their same memories.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helos inbound, and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Negative. Didn't find it.
Well, you better hope Sing's cover stays intact. Otherwise, you'll be answering to me.
Also valuable. If the item is retrieved soon, the victim will begin to slow down and die of old age. He can become intangible, phase through objects, and freeze enemies in place, which can only be undone if someone else speaks magic words to set them free. And even simply staring into the warlock's eyes can be disastrous. Doing so will make you bleed through your eyes and can even kill you if not treated, likely due to unstoppable blood loss. By simply grabbing onto someone's head, you can mind control them to do this bidding. You can transform your body, either by moving your mouth.
All these names are Jen. The Doofenshmirtz named these characters. Because in the second dimension, everyone's name is Joe. I'm not sure if you got that reference. This is right.
Self-driving car. You can set objects ablaze by simply falling on them. They can bark up bugs until you die. And creates an energy barrier to protect them from his own.
Yeah, boy.
But it's apparently ultimately.
So I do get the green.
This Chris is able to immediately stab him by using her knife instead. Okay, the capture movie. Oh my god. I guess while we're on the topic of that movie, in it, our siblings are very
Trace program initiated.
visibly tricky process. It's the warlock but the warlock is clever enough to make an excellent use of his by taking his victims behind. They have a third of the most
Access granted.
and he presumably used that
Nice.
on his way.
Well, actually, that'll be all for now. Until next time on Deus Ex.
Boyfriend